So the overall crypto market only up about 0.4% as of the recording of this video. Really flat, if you want to call it this. And didn't really surprise me. We had, excuse me, if you look here at Bitcoin, we had, if you look at the charts where my mouse is moving right here, we had nice run-ups and it looks like we're just effectively, taking a break, if you will. We're resting. Can you just see that Bitcoin and Ethereum are resting so nicely? It didn't really surprise me. Now, kind of a current state of the union with the overall crypto market is really this, right? We are waiting on Federal Reserve decision to come sometime in mid-May. So that's 2 or 3 weeks away. Okay. Up until then, we're going to be very what I call choppy. We're going to be up a little bit, down a little bit, up, just kind of and effectively flat. Choppy with days of really treading water, if you want to use an ocean water analogy there. Okay. So Bitcoin and Ethereum are looking kind of flat, if you will. Now, and I'll prove this, and I haven't even looked at this before. Okay, 24 hours is not going to be a lot up. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't even look. Okay, yeah, look, in the top 100 in the last 24 hours, the biggest gainer is Theta, and only up 7.6%, 6.9, 6.8, it's so forth. Look at the 7-day. All right, 7-day, it's Steppen, and that one just continues to be very interesting. Steppen. And Steppen is one that nobody ever really talked about. It's interesting how that one kind of played out. That's one where it's an exercise to earn is how I think about it. It's an app that pays you in crypto for kind of getting off the proverbial couch. So that's pretty cool. ApeCoin had a big run as of recent, ran up to over $16, and now has fallen back a little bit to 15.39. That doesn't surprise me. I'm actually in profit now on that one. I owned it at like $13.93 is what I bought ApeCoin at. I think ApeCoin's going to continue to move up and become even bigger. That one's just interesting. Okay, so yeah, but look, that's what I'm saying. So in the last hour, Tron is the winner, only up 3.5%. Okay, so there's a couple things going on. Number one, we've got the Federal Reserve decision that we're waiting on, right? That's the biggie. The Federal Reserve decision that's coming in sometime in mid-May is the one that everybody's waiting on. It's almost like we're holding our breath waiting for that, okay? And right here, right now, the crypto market's going to be really choppy and flat, but leading into that. Choppy meaning like 2 or 3% up, maybe 1% down, and that kind of thing. So it's just going to be that way, okay? But this caught my attention. Asia shares fall on China's slowdown fears. Okay, so you remember that Asia has really been off and on locked down because of China. They take a very aggressive approach to it, and so you got to believe that that's having a mid to long term impact on their economy, and it obviously is. It looks like it is. It is, impacting it, right? Beyond that, we still have. The Russia-Ukraine war. Oh, look, as Putin eyes a date to declare victory, here's a Ukraine scenario that could slam stocks by another 10%. This whole Russia-Ukraine thing, articles like this, slam stocks by another 10%, could push things down. Russia-Ukraine war is definitely out there. The fear and greed index has been holding steady at this 27 for 3 days. This is the third day of being at the exact same number as a 27, which is interesting. I haven't seen that in a long, long time. But the overall crypto market, yeah, it's definitely looking, to be choppy. Now, Bitcoin could fall a little bit further if we, depending upon this Federal Reserve scenario, that we've talked about briefly. Now, in the last 24 hours, it has definitely moved up. It moved well out of the high 30s range into 42,577. It's up 1.2, and it has touched 42,608. It's at the high end of that 24-hour spectrum. But I'm going to land on this piece of content. What it comes down to is that I fully expect us to be here for the remaining time, 2-3-ish weeks, until we figure out and find out what the Fed is going to do. Period. Drop the mic. End of story. It is what it is. That's where we're at, guys. Okay, so it's not great news, but at least we know what we're looking at. And yes, there are other macroeconomic things going on out there, like the Russia-Ukraine war. We got fears of recession that might hit us in the third quarter, late second quarter, third quarter. We got inflation at an all-time high. Globally, it's not looking particularly good there. But crypto has also been kind of a safe haven against some of that kind of stuff, and we've seen money flow into crypto in scenarios like that. Okay, but the Fed is what's impacting this right here, right now. That's what I got. As always, I appreciate you. I'll see you later.